Welcome back to Where Mackems Walk. After 9 years, the fixture is back in the Premier League. It's the Tyne-Wear derby, and as other fans have said, it's one proper northeast working class club versus one soulless sport wash Saudi puppet club. We can't wait for it. Coming up then this week, we are previewing, of course, the one fixture we've all been waiting for, as Sunderland face Newcastle at the Stadium of Light this Sunday. Also this week, we're looking back, of course, at our favourite last-minute injury time winners. Which one sticks out for us? I'm not sure. We're going to need to spend too long discussing that. We're talking about the World Cup draw. Which Sunderland star do you think we're going to be featuring and hearing a lot more of in this summer's World Cup? And we're up to letter I, of course, in our A to Z of Sunderland stars. We've got Dylan, Jamie and Charlie back with us. We'll talk about the City game, of course, briefly as well, but there's only one place and one conversation that's going to be on everyone's lips this week, Dylan. Is it just you want this week at work to go as quickly as possible to get to Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely itching for it now. I think obviously we said, we've got a couple of tough games in the build-up, but they're all out the way now. And most importantly, Xhaka and Siddiqui got through them without getting themselves suspended. So all eyes on Sunday now. I think it's going to be a really good game, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, and you've got the whole Premier League. I can't think of any. No, I think every other club, I think up and down the country, is going to be rooting for you to do this lot in, Jamie. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, like Dylan said, you can't wait really. It'll get nervy towards the kind of Friday, Saturday, and then you wake up Sunday it's like Christmas Day comes early. It's like nothing else really. You just got to pray and hope that your team turns up and you give a good account of yourselves and you don't freeze on the big stage.
Yeah, we need this derby back in the league, don't we? As a permanent fixture, Charlie. How will your morning routine change, if anything, for going the game? Will you wear anything extra lucky or go to a different pub? How will you cope with? Yeah.
Well,
the morning.
I saw mates on Friday night, and all of a sudden one of them was saying that he's going to be in Sunderland for the plan was to be in Sunderland for 9 o'clock, and my head just went in my hands. I don't know if that's for me, but 10 o'clock onwards, maybe, you never know, I might be there.
First beer at 8, Dylan, yeah, something like that.
Oh, I'll be Second everywhere's open, you've got to be straight in. I think 9 o'clock probably should be a cap as to the latest it's acceptable to go out, because it's only comes twice a season. At home it only comes once, so got to make the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, as an Evertonian, I never enjoy derby games because we never do that well. But can you actually enjoy the game, or are the nerves there that it doesn't make it as enjoyable as a spectator, or is it, Jamie? Can you enjoy the game?
I think when you're the home team, you're in the stadium, the build-up's all it's all red and white, and the noise builds up, and the teams come out to kick off. But once that ball's in play, you never you never settle really, are you? Unless it's another 3-0 like we've had previously in previous meetings. But throughout the game, it's never safe, is it? Until the final whistle goes. But no, it is different every any other game. But you got to enjoy it, haven't you? You've got to make the most of it.
Yeah. Let us know your favourite derby moment, of course, in the comments. We'll ask these guys for theirs in a minute. Let's go back to May, though, shall we? And when Sunderland's promotion was confirmed, we got a few comments here from Mags fans. Charlie, Toon Mag says, "Yeah, easy 6 points for next season and next season only. John, it's going to be fun smacking the Mackems 5+ goals. So 6 easy points and straight back down." They might not want to look at the table at the moment, would they? Those particular tweeters.
No, I've got plenty of Newcastle fans I've seen saying that they're the underdogs for the game, which, how are lads? These cannot be big Champions League magpies and then come to Sunderland and be underdogs. Little old Sunderland. It's not how it works. I'm afraid you can't be given it last 5, 6, 7 years, and then when it comes to it, they've started bottling it. So let's see. I can't say I'm particularly confident, but I'm a lot more confident than I was really last time I played them.
Yeah, Dylan, are you confident?
Oh, I'm very, very confident. It probably will come back. Well, can come back to bite me, but I really, really can't see us getting beat. I think we're going to win, and I've been consistent on that. So I'm not going to change my mind now just because the nerves are starting to creep in. I really do think we'll get the result. I think you look how good we've been at home all season against sort of a couple of teams who are better than Newcastle. Just because they're wearing black and white shouldn't be changing our opinion that we can do anything against any Premier League opposition at home. I really think that it's going to be a good game, but I do think we can win. And obviously, yes, they got the result against your team, Mark, but their away form before that for most of the year has been absolutely diabolical. So to not be confident, I think we'll be mad.
Yeah, I genuinely don't even think they were that good against us. We were just that bad. Pickford did his usual, goes to pot against Newcastle as he does every time. Mary Mukas says, Jamie, Xhaka and Siddiqui can both play. Ronaldo is back. We're unbeaten at home and have bounced back with a win every single time we've had a defeat in the Premier League season. Please roll on Sunday. Yeah. How important is it that Xhaka can play?
Oh, like if we had this conversation and he wasn't playing, I think we'd all speak differently of it. It would be you couldn't replace him if he wasn't playing. He would be they'd start the game 1-0 up. I think if he wasn't on the pitch, he's just instrumental in everything we do, kind of as a team on the pitch. He organises, he leads, he just sets the standard for everybody around him. But I also think it's really important that Ronaldo plays. He was superb at Anfield, and I know Charlie might not like it, but
no, he doesn't.
He needs to be.
No, he was good at Anfield.
He needs to be in the team. His balance, his energy, his attacking threat, he gets forward, and it's just a better balance overall. And Trey Hume on the left hand side isn't what you want to see on Sunday.
Do you agree, Charlie?
Yeah, Ronaldo's absolutely brilliant in the last 2 games. So I think he was a big loss on Saturday. Not that I'm not saying if he played, we wouldn't have got beat 3-0, but just in your natural shape, it's a big miss not having a proper left back. And I think he'd be very important next Sunday, providing he's fit, which they seem to think he's going to be. Yeah. So get him straight back in.
The Mags have started the mind games already. I don't know if you've seen this on social media. This is a Newcastle fan account spreading that Regis would consider taking over Fulham and Bournemouth. And the Sunderland Echo have re-put it out, which is just it's just nonsense, isn't it? Does it just show just how much they are getting a little bit worried, Dylan, that they're starting this mind game nonsense?
Well, I mean, that account is notorious to be a wind-up, so it doesn't bother me too much. But no matter what people want to report, the fictitious claims, he's still going to be in the dugout this weekend, and that's all I'm bothered about. So get this out of the way. And then if we keep up our current form of teams come knocking, hopefully he knocks them back in the future. But he's going to be there on Sunday, that's for sure. So whether Newcastle wind-up accounts want to say that he could be off or not doesn't really concern me.
Okay. Brilliant. Right. What's our best ever derby goal then that we've seen? What's your best ever derby moment? Jamie, can you remember what's your favourite one?
I was right behind the Defoe volley at the stadium when he put that in the top bins. Like the winner at St James's in the 93rd minute to win 1-0. There's been quite a few recently, to be honest, but I think the probably the last minute winner of St James's, like that's just kind of, you can't really write that, can you?
No,
that was
definitely can't.
Level.
Yeah, Charlie, you won't have seen as many, but
well, I mean, obviously the Defoe volley, it's like a genuinely iconic moment. I think I think that was my first one in the state, like my first one I watched live. So I think it'll definitely be that one for me.
Yeah, Dylan.
It's definitely the Defoe volley. I think that's probably the most iconic moment in the derby history, full stop. I think in the lead up to this game, I think you'll see that all over socials all week because everybody likes to pick it up and post everywhere. It's a fantastic goal. If you ask people who aren't from the area, who don't support either club, what Tyne-Wear moment do you remember? It would be that Defoe volley because it's just so good.
Yeah, brilliant. I can't wait as a neutral. Yeah, we've already told the wife she's having the kids, so I can put my feet up and definitely watch it on Sunday. Looking forward to it massively. Hopefully it's not going to be a boring 0-0 now after we've built it all up. But yeah, let us know.
It's all written all over it.
Oh no!
Don't know why.
No.
Just got it in my head. Just got it in my head. I didn't think we'll lose, but
just snap Anthony Gordon for us. That'd be amazing. Let us know in the comments your favourite derby moment. Let's have a quick chat about City, shall we, for a second, Dylan? A brilliant against Liverpool, of course. Midweek should have won it, of course, at the end, I think, as well, which would have been amazing. City just a step too far. I mean, they're pretty good, aren't they, in fairness?
Yeah, sometimes you have to just sit back and concede the fact that you got beat by the better team because they were so good. I don't think we were particularly bad. I was in work, so I didn't catch the full game, but the bits I did manage to watch, I thought we played fine. I think it was a lot more end-to-end than the scoreline would suggest. Obviously, we had our chances. Xhaka hit the post. Isidore had a couple of chances, couldn't quite put it away. But you look at the goals they scored, obviously, it's a long-range strike from Diaz, which has took the deflection. You can't help that. I don't even want to begin to talk about how good Ryan Cherky was the entire game. They should have even had a fourth with the ball that he put in for Erling Haaland. And obviously, Gvardiol is one of the more aerially dominant centre-backs of the league. I think I saw a stat, he scored the highest scoring defender in the league since he came to the Premier League. So sometimes you've got to just accept that the better team won. And I mean, at the start of the season, if you told us you'd get beat by Man City, it wouldn't be a cricket score and it would only be your fourth loss of the season, and you're in December, I think I'd take that all day, every day, to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah. Cheers for this, Robin, as well. They were just a better team. Had some great goals. Yeah, totally, 100% agree with you. Cheers for commenting. Just a word on Luke O'Nien, if that's okay, though, Jamie. He's had a bit of a week, you could say. He posted a lot about his debut, of course, his Premier League debut against Liverpool, and then some are saying, well, that's his Premier League career over within 4 days. What did you make of the tackle?
You can't disguise it. You can't, like, that was just a shocker, like a total shocker. I don't think he's a character, but he's not that sort of player to. I don't think he's that sort of player to try and intentionally do that. He's mistimed it. He's probably, the play's just too quick for him. The level's new to him, and he's made a real mess of that. I mean, in 94th minute as well at 3-0, he put himself out with a derby, and you're just thinking, why you done that? It was just I couldn't get my head around it. It was a shocker of a title. You can't argue at all.
Yeah, where do you stand on Luke O'Nien, Charlie, in terms of the role he can play this season? Are we likely to see him in only fleeting occurrences and cup games?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think he said it himself, I think, in the interview he did after the Liverpool game, that he's kind of taken on the role that Simon Rowe took last year, and he knows he's not going to make many appearances, but he's there and he's, in the changing rooms, getting everybody ready for games and all sort of stuff. But he's like 6th or 7th choice centre back now, so you just can't really see him getting in. I'm glad he's got a couple of appearances, and seeing out a game, like I like out Liverpool when he came on to kind of shore us up when he did a little bit. That's fine, but I just can't see him getting many, if any, starts in the league, which is a shame. But it's the case for so many of that team from last year, and it just is what it is. It's football.
Yeah, it's another one, isn't it, Dylan, to add to the list of players that have been Sunderland stalwarts that are just now dropped onto the bench like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I mean, I said it at the start of the season, if you want to stay in the Premier League, there's no room to be sentimental. I love Luke O'Nien as much as anybody, and this might be a bit controversial, but I'm not going to lie. When he got given the yellow and I saw the referee running to check the monitor, part of us was happy because he is prone to those sort of mistakes. And if it's going to happen, you want it to happen when you're 3-0 down in a game that's already gone. I wouldn't want to have risked him coming on the pitch next week and done that, especially if it was still level. So, yeah, it is what it is. He's not going to get many minutes this season, but that's just indicative of how much we improved the squad and what we're achieving to do. We could have easily said, all right, well, he got us up, so we'll let him play loads of games and we'll not sign replacements. Then we might find ourselves closer to where sort of Leeds and Burnley are in the league. But I don't think Luke O'Nien is going to be too upset about not playing games. I think he's quite level-headed. He's clearly very intelligent. I think he knows that what he needs to do now is just be part of the environment, sort of motivate younger lads, sponge as much off the likes of Granit Xhaka and the coaching staff, because I think it's quite obvious that after his playing career, he's going to go on to coaching. Who knows, maybe that might be at Sunderland, but he just needs to sort of sponge off as much information from the people around him as possible and focus on improving other areas of himself, not necessarily just the on-pitch stuff.
Right, we'll get some score predictions for the derby off you all in a second then. Some quick ones, though, first of all. A World Cup draw was made this Friday. It's got us thinking about the summer, looking forward to it already. Which Sunderland player do we think we're going to be hearing the most about in the summer tournament? Quick one-word answers, Jamie?
I'm going to say Siddiqui. I'm sure they've got, I haven't got a qualifier. Siddiqui, if he gets that.
Yeah, Charlie?
Alderete. I think his Paraguay team are going to do quite well.
Yeah. Dylan?
I know you said one-word answers, but I think Robin Roos will become the starting Netherlands keeper by the time the World Cup rolls around. So I'm going to say Robin Roos, but I do worry if he does take that spot and he has a good tournament, maybe he'll not be around here much longer.
You don't want him to be there, do you? No, absolutely. Good stuff then. We'll talk about injury time winners. What's your favourite injury time winner, Charlie?
Oh, which one?
Guessing you all got the same one. Ballard, yeah. I'll save you the time. Dylan?
Dan Ballard against Coventry. That is the single greatest moment of my life, I think.
Yeah. Jamie?
Yeah, Ballard pushes Watson into second place just.
Yeah. Brilliant. And of course, finally, we're doing the A to Z of Sunderland. We're up to letter I this week, which has caused some teams across our network a few problems here. Any such problems for you, Dylan?
Well, it depends, because I know I was thinking really hard and I couldn't, because normally we go surname for players. So can I cheat and can I change it to first name or not? Because if you can, then you'd go Ian Porterfield. But other than that, I've got absolutely no idea because I'm stumped.
Yeah, Jamie, it's a tough one.
We've literally got 4 or 5 players that have played for us, and like going back years and years. Like was Cecil Irwin, who was like well before our time, and we've got Isidore now. But I think in terms of like what we've had previously, Isidore to get in there will be a bit of a stretch. But I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Well, if we haven't got anything else, it'll have to. Charlie?
Yeah, no, I haven't got anything else, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to go with Isidore then. I mean, like he's got you. He's scored some important goals, hasn't he, over the time? So I suppose he's better than. But nothing. Yes, sorry, Dylan. Yeah, we have to stick to the rules, I'm afraid, pal.
Right. So I'll reserve that one for Pete. It's fine.
Jay next week, a little bit easier. So we're not saying Adam Johnson though. That is banned. That's for definite. Okay. Before anybody puts in the comments, which is definitely what someone's going to do. Okay. Right. Score predictions then. Let's go for it. Jamie.
I'm going to say we'll win 2-1.
Okay. Last minute. Yeah. Charlie.
See, I've already said that. I think we're going to draw, but now I think we might nick it. I don't know. I'm going to say 1-1.
Okay. Dylan.
Every time I've been asked, my prediction's always been 3-1, and I'm not changing it. We're going to win 3-1. I think they'll score, but I think it'll be a decent home win.
Brilliant. Okay.
Ask us again after they play Leverkusen in the week. That'll be what makes your mind up.
Look, I genuinely mean it. The whole country is 100% behind Sunderland this Sunday lunchtime. Absolutely looking forward to it. We'll see you back here in some sort of state after the game next week. Hopefully very happy as well. Thank you very much for watching. Drop us a quick sub if you haven't done so already. And good luck Sunderland against the Mags next week. Can't wait. See you then.